Well, hello everyone. I'm back again for another update here. I am still here. Still haven't gotten going yet. The parts uh, still haven't come in, but good news is they should be in tomorrow morning, and they will be able to complete the repairs on the truck. And I am hoping to be up and running by tomorrow, hopefully afternoon. So I'm going to talk more about the tropics, what's going on. My last video was my views on 92L and the interesting anomalies I observed about that system moving across the Atlantic. And the trend continues. This system has still not consolidated at all. It's still huge. Circulation is still very huge on it. It is steadily moving toward the Caribbean, where it should be entering the Caribbean in a couple days. And again, it'll be interesting to see what this system does. Because again, the circulation covers an extremely large area for a tropical system. However, it's very diffuse. It's not even considered a tropical depression right now. It's just a circulation. It's a big spin in the atmosphere. And I remarked yesterday, is this a new type of tropical system that's going to become more common? I examined the tropics further to see if there were any more of these systems in other places, any more of these big eddies at similar latitudes. And there is another one coming off Africa, not quite as big as that one, that's going to be behind this one, but it's very similar. There was one in the I'm trying to remember that body of water south of Saudi Arabia, Bay of Bengal, I think it is. There was a big eddy moving through there yesterday, which kind of brought some unusual rainfall to southern parts of Saudi Arabia, Yemen. Then it seems there are at least 4 or 5 of these systems right now around the globe in the tropics. There is only one hurricane at the moment. Hannah moved ashore in Texas. It did briefly become a hurricane before landfall. And that's another system that it kind of consolidated at the last minute, but it was another huge system similar to the other two that's now centered over Mexico. It's still holding together in the circulation and probably is going to pass over into the Pacific in the next couple of days and continue moving west. Whether it will form an actual storm or not remains to be seen. But the circulation on that one is huge also. So, very interesting to see these huge low pressure areas in the tropics. And as I pointed out in yesterday's video, my take on it is the belt of subtropical high pressure around the globe is much weaker this year This is allowing moisture from the tropics to get further north. It's allowing these low pressure systems to cover a bigger area than in times past. And so the belt of sinking air beneath these high pressure areas has shrunk considerably, leading to all the rain we're seeing in China, all the rain in many other areas of that latitude. Africa has received record amounts of rain this summer, especially just south of the Sahara. The rainfall has extended northward because that high pressure is much weaker this year. And yet on the north side of the high, we got some rain coming down. A couple weeks ago, Sicily got inundated. There's some low pressures coming down, still kicking up some dust. So we can see that these subtropical high pressure systems are very weak, leading to more rainfall in the tropics, more rainfall in desert areas that normally don't get the rain because they don't normally the high pressure controls those areas. Rainfall reaching north well up into the Sahara in Africa, up into Saudi Arabia. Due to these big, huge low pressure eddies that seem to be forming. Then they circulate the moisture up into these areas. It's a very interesting development and indicates a potential climate change going on before our eyes, a shift in the weather patterns of the globe that may lead to, as I touched on yesterday, may lead to much larger low pressure systems during the summer with more rainfall in these latitudes than seen in times past. A decrease in intense hurricanes, an increase in overall rainfall for these regions, and cooler temperatures. I notice here in Florida this week has not been that hot. It has been, today was not even uncomfortably hot outside for most of the day. It was an overcast and it only must have gotten up into low, maybe the mid 80s. So all of this rain is really cooling down the atmosphere. In many areas of the subtropics. So I'm going to continue to monitor this 92L system. I am very curious as to what it's going to do. Is it actually going to consolidate into a hurricane when it gets to the Caribbean, or is it going to continue, or may it become a hurricane just before making landfall like this Hannah did? Are the waters too chilly to sustain hurricane formation right now? I know the media says the waters are really warm. I have seen years past where these storms come off Africa and they're already hurricanes by the time they get to where this system is. So my take on it is that the waters aren't that warm there right now. So that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully, again, I will be fixed up and out of here by tomorrow afternoon. And I can finally move on with things. I will be back soon.